Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. We are back with the updated tier list for, again, Escanor and a few of the changes that have been added. So we're going to talk about this, see what we have here, and again, if we are cooking up. So buckle in, put on your big boy pants. This is the updated Escanor tier list. Again, seeing where he got placed and also seeing some of the changes that they have made here. So let's jump into it. Again, new to the channel, like and subscribe helps out a ton. Also, just let me know, did you guys win or lose with the Escanor summons? I've had the most atrocious summons of my lifetime here. Hopefully you did better. Let me know down below. Worst summons of my career. Horrible. Again, hopping over to Gacha Base, they have updated everything over here. Again, they do have the newest characters and the newest banners set up here. But we have the characters what we care about. The characters we care about. Again, we have Escanor officially added in. And again, he does have a very nasty kit. This man is just... he's just Escanor. He is just that guy. Escanor is that character in 7 Deadly Sins that is just that guy. He is that guy. He will show you what it is to be that guy. He is that guy, pal. All right, you gotta make that one more time clear because this man's. Just imagine we have base Escanor this busted. When they release the one Escanor, what's gonna happen, bro? Game's gonna shut down by then. They're gonna absolutely like demolish every content. He's just gonna like literally plow through every content in there. As of right now, Escanor is literally plowing every content. This man's with base defense and with tower and with story and anything, he is literally decimating it. I'm very curious here if the devs quickly make like a emergency patch next week, adding more story or something, because players are just full sending everything. It is insanity what this guy does, but this is again Escanor's kit here. Nasty mofo, nasty bro. But we have the tier list also, and again, make this clear, this tier list does not do it in the context of in order. It is alphabetical. If they rank on SS tier, they are on SS tier. It's alphabetical order. Again, Bond, Gother King, that way. I think it's based off their like full name. So like, what's his full name? I have no idea. I think Fox and Bond, I don't know exactly, but again, it's something like that. His is the Goats in the Lust, something that's how they do it, but again, it is alphabetical order. So basically, Escanor is an SS tier character automatically. Escanor is an automatic SS tier character. People are saying that he like literally creates his own tier in the game, which you could. If they wanted to make this tier list again, they do triple S tier here, and they make like another layer here, and just put Escanor there by himself. That's literally how true it is. Escanor like craps on majority of the roster. He is one of the best characters. If you were to look at it in the DPS category again, filtered by that, Escanor again and Bond, they're monsters, but Escanor is a monster of his own, dude. He literally, on any AoE stage, he turns them to ash, genuinely speaking. Base defense, look at Tower Trials, look at anything, farming, any sort of gold or whatever bosses, anything, dude. This guy shatters the meta. Again, we're not even there to the one Escanor, so I wonder how anyone could compete with him. It's like power creep to the max. This guy is just insane. If you skip Escanor, your account is literally blocked forever. Like, that's how bad it is. Escanor is nuts. He's literally a beast, bro. But again, the top DPSs, if we were to look at it, still Escanor, Bond, Galen, Meliodas. Again, in no specific order per se, but again, I do think my top 3 still are Escanor, Bond, and then Meli. Galen is like right there with Meli too. The only issue is people say that Meli's better than Bond, but I've done testing across like multiple accounts. I don't see it. Again, Bond provides a lot more. Meli is great. It's not like he's far behind. He's just like a little bit behind, but Bond to me is still far better too, but or still better too, right? But again, this is the DPS ranking here. Let's reset and go back to this. But for, again, Gother, he supports Escanor so well and Bond so well because of the cooldown ratio, which is just chef's kiss. King, as always, again, remaining there on SS tier. They did say they made changes over here again for S tier and A tier. I'm pretty sure they did move up, again, a few characters. I think Droll and Zeneri were the ones moved up here, and maybe some changes down here. But again, Droll and Zeneri are those two characters that I still said also like with testing, we'll see what exactly happens here. But again, they are pretty good to a degree. I think the best. Do we still have like a? No, we don't yet, right? So we have right now an SS tier supporter. We have an SS tier, no SS tier tank. No SS tier debuffer. So we have to see when that happens. I wonder what Merlin is, right? Because apparently Merlin looks like she's actually a supporter. So we'll see what happens there on that front. But I wonder who our SS tier tank is going to be. I think it's going to be the Deanne we're going to get for the Sins. Because again, these two Deannes don't fall under the Codex of the Sins, right? So when we see the Codex updated, again for the Sins, I think they're going to fall under that. But if you were to filter by tank over here, again, mostly, you know, the best tanks here And then again, it goes on from there. But debuffer, I wonder who they're going to make the debuffer. Like, the goddess race has like the most potential here for debuffs. There's a lot of goddess race characters in, again, Sound of the Sins that could work as debuffers very well. So I am curious there. Also, again, we have Derriere coming out at some point, Zeldris and Estarossa. 3 characters that can easily be chalked up. Easily one of those 3, 2 of those 3, 3 of those 3 could be chalked up as debuffers. So again, we need to see our SS tier debuffer. That is still a category we don't have here. But I definitely think that, like, if you were to say like the closest to SS tier, it's definitely, again, my boy Monspeed. Monspeed is a great character, so he's like the closest we have to that SS tier debuffer. Like, he's good, but again, I think that he's just leagues above it. But we'll reset again over here. So that's kind of what we have there. But we have our DPS is definitely SS tiered, and again, you have definite competition for SS tier, and then you get supports which are definitely SS tier with some per se competition for SS tier. But debuffer, I think, and no, but mainly tank. Mainly, nah, not tank. Tank has Droll in that. Both are very good, but debuffer, I definitely think that has a little bit more of a need right now. Monspeed is great, 10 out of 10. Guild Thunder is great, 10 out of 10. But I think we can chalk one more in soon. That'll be like the SS tier debuffer. But again, the rest of the tier list kind of looks like this over here. A tier is set up over here with these characters. Again, B tier is set up with these characters over here. And then again, C tier with only 1 legendary over here, Slater. A few other things, which I think Slater has been seeing some play, maybe in base defense and such. But I'll check into that later and see how he does. But again, this is kind of what they're going for here. Mainly, if you're going for team building and such, again, each character does pull up with like some decent team building. Like, for example, a tier list like this, again, you can update this really soon with Elaine, because Elaine does, again, Elaine's not like a great character. She doesn't really do too much, but what she does do is something cool. She actually can inflict crit resistance down, correct? Which allows Escanor to crit more, allowing him to stack faster. The issue is, again, in most situations, she's not a good character to use, but again, you could make it work. With Escanor, the team comp could go through where she ranks higher. But again, it's like, compared to these 2 supports already on your team, why would you incorporate her? And then again, considering you need your healer over here, why would you incorporate her, right? And that also goes for a few of the characters here that like are on beats here, but they do synergize well with Escanor, so you could get away with like, oh, the 0.5% that Danafor Liz supports Escanor is enough to rate Danafor Liz higher. You could say that, but again, it's very situational. Because again, what she does also is she allows... Yeah, on ult, she decreases the allies' cooldowns by 2 seconds, which is sick, right? You want Escanor to keep on smacking. You want him to keep proccing his abilities here, allowing him to keep stacking more. Because again, it's 5 seconds. Every 5 seconds, he stacks up, stacks up, stacks up, stacks up, stacks up. So if you're reducing that with Gother, further reducing that with Danafor Liz, further allowing Elaine to allow him to hit, you have that kind of synergy there. But again, we'll see in the future if we do update this, or if they do update this, right? Or we get some ideas here. But again, very cool stuff here. That is the tier list updated again. Escanor is just that guy. A few of the changes over here with some of the tanks and supporters. Maybe some few changes over here on A tier and B tier. But it is looking pretty good. I do agree with to a very strong thing over here. I think it's a great tier list again. And yeah, so we got here. Escanor is just that guy. I can't wait, dude. The one Escanor is gonna be like the most busted character in the game. He's literally gonna be the most busted character in the game. And I wonder when we get AML, like Assault 1 Meliodas, when we get like I don't know, would they do like Margaret, like Ludo Margaret, Sariel, Tarmiel, how would they do those characters? So many other characters, I wonder how they're gonna do, but like Zeldris, Estarossa, are they gonna be that busted? I'm so curious. But again, to this ranking, let me know what you think. Again, that is what we have over here. So take care, have fun. That's been it.